Hello Capricorn, this is your May forecast. It's a powerful month beginning with the 3rd of May with a strong Scorpio full moon happening for you in your 11th house. So it's shining a light really on the people you're associating with, the communities, the groups that you may belong to online, the forums. It would include your online life and also your social life. Shining a light on it. Is it working for you? Do you want to make some changes? Wherever a full moon falls in your chart, there's usually some changes due, some adjustments to be made. It's also shining a light on your dreams, on your wishes, on what you want for yourself, and what you want for the wider community and even the world. So where do you see your place in the world in relation to the world? It's shining a lot of big questions. Is that full moon on the 3rd of the month? On the 6th of the month, we've got a very nice aspect coming up, which is a trine between Pluto in your 1st house and the Sun in the 5th. So this could be a very creative day for you when you get a lot accomplished. It also could be a very strong attraction to somebody. It's like, wow, you feel almost magnetized by somebody. Now, on the 8th of the month, we've got Venus moving into your 7th house of relationship. And that's a lovely placement to have Venus, because Venus in the 7th house brings harmony, brings peace, brings forgiveness. It also can bring a new relationship. It can bring peace to an existing relationship where there have been some difficulties. This is a really lovely placement to have with the Venus energy in your 7th house. Of course, it's reflecting with Pluto still in your sign for many years to come, but the Pluto energy for you, Capricorns, is about you taking the power in your relationships, not being a victim, but being strong. And the Venus is going to make this a gentler energy for you. Gentleness, softness, soft edges. Sometimes for you Capricorns, things can be a little bit harsh, a little bit Saturnian, as though that, you know, integrity, that how they're supposed to be. I think the Venus energy will soften things for you for the last 3 weeks of this month. On the 13th of the month, we've got Mars coming into this 6th house. And it's joining Mercury. Now, Mercury usually stays in a sign for about 3 weeks, 3 and a bit weeks. But because we've got a retrograde Mercury coming up on the 18th of this month, it's going to be in your 6th house until July 8th. So that's nearly 2 and a bit months. So Mars coming here from the 13th of the month. When Mars and Mercury come together, which they will be on and off for the last couple of weeks of the month, it means that you're going to be very, very busy. I think it's going to be a very busy month, certainly mentally. There's going to be a lot going on. Your mind is going to be full of ideas and possibilities. But Mercury and Mars coming together, there's a possibility of arguments, of conflict, of possibly shooting your mouth off, saying something just in the heat of the moment. So be careful about that, especially in the workplace. This is going to especially affect relationships at work. So do remember to breathe and say to yourself, maybe this is not personal, maybe it's not about me. You're certainly going to be very busy. On the 14th and 15th of the month, we've got Mars opposite to Saturn. Now, Saturn is your ruler, so you certainly feel Saturn strongly. And what I'm going to suggest for those 2 days, Capricorns, is that you focus on what is most important and only on that. Now, you are going to probably feel overwhelmed with a lot going on, but on the 14th and 15th, I'm going to suggest that you just prioritize and do baby steps one at a time. Otherwise, you're going to feel frustrated as though you're walking through glue and nothing's happening. Now, on the 17th of the month, we've got a lovely new moon happening for you in Taurus. And this is happening in your 5th house. So this is a lovely new moon for you. It's about looking at your creative energy, It's a lovely time to do something creative. It's a lovely time to start a new business or to do something part-time, maybe online, that's very creative. Maybe you're an artist or entertainer. It's really good for those of you who are in the entertainment fields. It's also a wonderful time for a new romance, something new coming in your life. You might be doing something new with young people and new ways of having fun and enjoying yourself. The 5th house is the enjoyment house. And the sun is in that house, energizing it until the 21st of the month. So this is a really good month, particularly for the first 3 weeks, of looking at what you do creatively, what you enjoy, and also maybe making it into a living, or at least a part-time bit of extra income. On the 22nd of the month, the sun joins everything in the 6th house. So this is a really important month, especially from the 18th of the month, when Mercury goes retrograde, and it's retrograde until June 11th. So any jobs or anything you've applied for before the retrograde may well come to fruition for you during the retrograde. It's an important time to be thinking about your health, how you're taking care of your health, your diet, your thoughts about your well-being, and also what you're doing exercise-wise and physically to keep yourself well. It's a good time for reflecting, especially during the retrograde, what's working for me in my workplace and what's not working. Maybe there are some relationships that need to be reorganized or reassessed. But during the retrograde, this is not the best time for starting new projects, but it is a wonderful time for completing things that you've already started. I do suggest that you back up your hard drive and any important data before the retrograde, just in case, because often during Mercury retrogrades, that's when important data can just go awry or get corrupted. Also a good time during the retrograde to change your passwords, to do all the important things connected with your security. That I would be doing as well. So this month you've got a nice focus with relationships, with creativity, and with your work, and looking at your friendships in a different way, in your social circle, and maybe looking for new circles that you can join that are more appropriate to where you feel you are in your life right now. There you have it, my lovely Capricorns. I wish you a great month of May. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.